It's true that a home is wherever we are, but something that you should know as an RVer is at some point, you're probably gonna get house sick.
Hey everybody, welcome back to No Ordinary Path. My name's John, this is my beautiful wife Kristen, and we are coming to you from our backyard. We're really excited about this. Today is a Real Talk Tuesday, which we are happy to be bringing back to you.
We went to every other Tuesday because, as you know, if you're following our journey, it has been a wild ride.
Life has been very busy lately. We're a full-time family that has been on the road now for 4 years.
Yes.
And we finally purchased a home, but we're not done traveling yet.
You might have noticed that there are some RV content creators that are coming off of the road. There's also a lot of new ones. If you are brand new to the RV world, welcome. For those that have left the road, I think it's a natural ebb and flow that this isn't like a permanent lifestyle for many people. So it's a totally natural thing. But one major reason is RV burnout, and we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And in fact, you can watch the video up here about burnout. But one of the major reasons for burnout, I think, is not homesickness, because our home is with us. It's house sickness.
So when we first got on the road, everything was fantastic. We were so excited. We were just in the honeymoon phase. You know, everything was perfect. We were not worried about a house. Every new place was somewhere awesome to go and stuff to see. And we just didn't really even think about it until what?
It was about a year in when we first started feeling the pains of being in a tight, confined space.
Right. For me, it was more about the space and like the yard and privacy in terms of like sound barriers. If you haven't noticed, our kids are a little on the loud side. So yeah, being in confined spaces, especially RV parks, was one of those things that kind of pushed us towards that direction.
Yeah, there was nowhere to like lay down and just like starfish anywhere on the ground. I don't even know.
Starfish.
Does anyone even do that on a living room floor? I don't even know if that's a thing, but I would get these images in my head like, I can't even like lay out in my living room. Like I have to lay on my bed. It's the only place that you could do that.
That's,
yes, Cinder is my spirit animal. I love to lay in the sun. But I also miss like counter space in the kitchen. Our cooking changed greatly, and so I missed the kitchen space and a bathtub and just like space to separate when we were all getting sick of each other, because newsflash, we get sick of each other sometimes.
No, that never happens.
Never. So in Washington, we started looking at houses, but not like just regular houses. We were looking at model homes for the modular.
Yeah, that's where it all started, really.
Yeah.
Is we were just like, well, how about moving into something like this? But that was the beginning process of looking at different things,
yes,
right?
and we have some footage that we never shared with anybody, so I'll put that in right here.
That's right.
Today we're walking through some model homes of some pre-made, custom-built mobile homes, essentially. We don't know what's going to come in the future, and we had no idea how this process works or how much they cost.
We're actually buying this house, guys.
We're not buying this house. So here's the trailers. This is a double wide.
We have been on the road for how long?
15 months.
15 months now.
Yep.
I don't think we're quite ready to call it all just yet, but we're feeling it. I think it would be fair to say that we're feeling it.
After that, the cure, if you will, for being house sick was to just go on more adventures.
It is a good, how would you say, Band-Aid?
Yes.
Maybe for it. I mean, because that's what RVing is all about. Like, we have fun, and we're a little different than a lot of RVers because we stay in one place for an extended period of time. As a travel nurse, the contract's usually around 3 months, right? So we stay in one area generally for a while and try to explore an RV around that area. But when you get to really travel, going to different states and destinations all throughout like a couple of weeks, that puts it all in the back of the mind. It's the adventure. This is why I do this stuff.
The next time that the house sickness came up was in North Carolina.
Oh, it was bad there
too. We were staying with an awesome family on their property, and they were homesteaders, and they built their own home. They built their home like with their own two hands.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was an incredible experience. And we were all of a sudden like, well, I don't want to build our own home, but we could get
no way I'm doing that.
We could get a piece of land here, and we could park Wendy on, and as long as we have space to spread out outside and make that our own space, like that would be great. So we started the whole process of looking for a piece of land, and we were going to buy it in cash because we thought that would be the easiest thing. We are actively looking for land right now.
Yes. There was a dream here, and unfortunately it died today.
If you didn't see how that went,
you should go check that out up there.
Go look up there.
Right. And the short answer is it fell through horribly, and it was rather a gut punch. It didn't work out for us. But it was interesting because I started to notice that the dream of what all that meant to us was beginning to change and alter a little bit. But we knew we weren't really like necessarily ready to stop.
Prior to that, our thoughts were, okay, we're just gonna, where do we land to be done? And in North Carolina, we realized we're not really looking for a place to land and be done. We're looking for a place to come back to and continue traveling. We are going to get a U-Haul to pack up our stuff that we have left at John's parents' house. Now, when we sold all of our things and moved into our RV, we did keep a couple of bigger items like a washer and dryer, a toolbox. Anyways, his parents may or may not end up moving this year, so we've decided that we're going to put all of whatever's left in their house.
Taking all their junk out of their house.
We're clearing their house out. And instead of storing it in Kansas City, we are going to haul it with us to Denver. And then we're going to move on to Arizona after that. And we don't know what we're going to do this year. We're going to do Arizona, and then we're going to do whatever comes next. And then maybe we'll go back and look for places to live in Denver. We just don't know. So then we came back to Arizona because this is where we always land in the wintertime. And last year, we went through the whole flight nurse thing, and you can check out that video over there. But we weren't ever really totally happy with that. So we continued to travel, and we said if we're gonna keep traveling, we're gonna go big. And we went to Alaska.
That's right. And what a finale that was for our trailer, Wendy.
Yeah. Here we are today. We have purchased a home.
Yep.
We've purchased a new toy hauler to go on more adventures.
Don't worry, that's coming soon.
Yes.
And a truck.
And a truck.
And
we
a truck.
purchased a truck.
A big truck.
That's coming this weekend. If you're an RVer, comment below and tell me if you feel this way. But it is a constant ebb and flow of we're having the time of our lives, and
I can't wait to get out of this trailer.
Yeah, this is so tight. If you are an RVer, we wanted to give you a couple of tips as we close out this video on how you can get around the house sickness feeling, because it's probably going to happen.
It's going to happen to you all. Yeah.
Visit family and friends. That is one of the great things about RVing is you can travel all over the country, and if you're like us and you have family that live in all different parts,
go stay at their house.
go crash their house. Let me make sure it's okay.
Occasionally, park the RV and go rent like an Airbnb or a hotel room or something like that. It's a nice little reprieve. It's just kind of fun, something a little bit different that kind of gives you just a little bit of break, a little stretch room.
Change your pace. So if you're traveling a lot and it's stressing you out and you're going really fast from place to place, slow down. And on the flip side, if you are finding that you're staying someplace really long and you're getting that itch to travel, or the itch to, if you stay too long in some place, in our experience, it feels like we're just living there forever, and that's when we really want a house. So move or go explore. If you're a travel nurse, take a side trip, because you can't really just leave in the middle of your contract.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, any kind of distraction to help remember why you started this journey in the first place is going to be helpful. Was it all about the adventure? If you're a YouTuber, go back and watch some of your old stuff. That actually is one of the things that we love doing, is because we'll go, and again, a lot of it for us is about the memories that we make, especially with the kids, and watching them grow. If you really want to throw a mix into it and you're a travel nurse like I am, try taking a contract without the RV. Like Airbnb it this go round. See what that's like. You are not tied down. That's one of the great things about our job.
So we actually were going to take an Airbnb contract next if we did not get the house. We still might. But that is a really good option if you need some room to stretch for a little while. Try a contract without the RV.
Yep.
Okay.
We may have one for you to rent soon. Finally, you could do like us and just make a plan to purchase something.
Yes.
There are so many really cool options in terms of house ownership that you can do with the RV, kind of paired together for, if you haven't caught on, this place will eventually be rented while we're out and about. Now, it's going to be short term, hopefully rented to other travel nurses, and then we're going to come back to it when we need that reprieve. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I know everybody is so anxious to see what the new rig is, see what truck we're getting, and that starts Sunday. As always, you guys, we really appreciate you being here. If you're brand new, let us know in the comments. Thank you, and we will see you out there.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.